Hello, welcome to my channel, Tarot Reading and Crystal Magic. My name's Julie, and today I'm going to be doing a collective reading for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. So I pulled some of these oracle cards before, just to get a feel of the energy that's happening for us today. And the first one we had was the Shadow and Light oracle, which shows self-love and self-loathing. So basically, this card is saying, that you need to spend some time nurturing your self-love, stop talking to yourself like your worst inner critic, and begin to show yourself some compassion and empathy. Talk to yourself nicely. Tell yourself you're beautiful, tell yourself you're loved and you're worthy, and really try and get rid of that really negative self-critic in your head. I also pulled some cards from the Dragon's Locket. We had gratitude, we had beginning, and we have self. So these three cards, again, with the self-love card that came out from the Shadow and Light, these cards are giving us the vibe today that, let's have a nice new beginning coming in here. Oops, one just popped out. Have a nice new beginning coming in here for you. But you need to really start paying attention to some self-love, and you can do that by using daily gratitude, which is a really good tool to use for bringing in some self-love. Just talking about things that you're grateful for, just being in the present moment. So like now, me sitting here in this beautiful sunshine, saying I'm grateful for being alive on this beautiful day with the lovely sunshine coming down, beautiful blue sky, not a cloud in the sky, and just feeling grateful basically in this present moment I'm sitting in right now. So that's the vibe we've got for you today, Scorpio. Now let's do some cards. I've got the Light Series Tarot here, which I'm going to draw from first, and then we'll move on with the Witch's Tarot to clarify. So I must remember not to lean on the table because it makes the video joggle. Okay, so Spirit Guides, please bring me protection and bring me some divine advice and clarity for Scorpio, for the collective of Scorpio today, please. What messages are there for Scorpio for today, please? Messages for the collective of Scorpio, please. When you're doing your self-love, you can just it's incorporating like mindset work. So you're talking like really watching how you're talking to yourself, because we really can be our own worst self-critics, saying terrible things to ourselves, which really you wouldn't say that things to your worst enemy as to what we talk to ourselves at the time. So really start to pay some attention to how your mind is like chattering away. Tell it to shut up. Tell it doesn't know what it's talking about. Things like that. Okay, so we're starting off here with Pentacles energy. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, which is about keeping some kind of balance, keep sharing the love. You're not greedy, you're quite a generous person here, and you've got a really good mindset around money, around your finances. You're quite in control of what's happening with your money situation by the looks of things here, and you're growing new ideas. You've got the Queen of Pentacles here. She's just chilling here with her eyes shut. She's holding on to her pentacle, but she's really not clutching hold of it. She's just sitting there. Same here with the Six of Pentacles, not holding on tightly to it because, you don't feel like you need to hold on tightly to it because you've already got it all under control here by the looks of things, Scorpio. Let's see what else we've got here for you today. Reading for the collective of Scorpio today, please, Spirit. What messages? Oh, there's a few come out here. Let's have a look and see what's happening. I think that there's too many came out there, so I'll just put these ones back because far too many fell out. Okay, go again. Collective reading for Scorpio, please, Spirit. What messages do you have for Scorpio today? Okay. Pull a few more cards here so we can get a bit more of an idea of what's happening here for you today, Scorpio. We've got the sun as well. It's a really beautiful energy, the sun. saying that, you know, clarifying, you know, the Queen of Pentacles and Six, you really don't have things to worry about. You've got a really good energy going on here. Okay. Scorpio energy, please. What else is here for Scorpio, please, today, Spirit? It's a bit windy today. It's over here. Okay. Let's see what else we've got here for Scorpio today. Okay. Quite a few port cards here. Okay, let's have a look and see what we've got here. Right, so looks like you've got had a bit of a decision to make here regarding a love interest with the Seven of Cups. Not quite sure which way to go. It looks like you've met Queen energy here, which is a passionate beginning here, like a passionate love affair. But you've also got the Two of Pentacles here, which is like weighing things up. You're tossing things around here, and the Nine of Swords. So you're kind of a little bit in your head, yeah, with your thoughts here. Got a couple of Queens here. You've also got the Queen of Cups. So there is a loving energy coming towards you here, and the King of Swords, which possibly would be yourself. Queen of Cups, King of Swords, take them as they resonate. There is no gender in the tarot. You also have the High Priestess. So there's some really good energies coming out here. So far you've got three queens here and the High Priestess, which is saying that you're really quite emotionally intelligent, really. Like you're in control of the finances, you're in control of your creativity, you're in control of your emotional intelligence here. And then you've got the King of Swords, which sometimes can be a bit of a sort of cutting sort of energy. It's very kind of like to the point, you know. The King's very direct. So, you know, whether that be yourself or somebody else here, we don't know just yet. We'll keep on looking. You then have the Hanged Man, which is showing that you're looking at things from all different perspectives at the moment. So whatever's happening here, you're trying to see a different perspective on it. So let's have a look. Let's just clarify some of these cards here with the Witch's Tarot. A lot of court cards here, as I said. You've got three queens, the king, and the high priestess here. See let's clarify some of these cards, please. Let's clarify Queen of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Wands for Scorpio collective today, please. Oops, one of them out here. Okay, so Queen of Swords. So you've got the Two of Swords. So there's a bit of confusion going on here. You're not quite sure which way to go. You're not sure which direction to take. And that's next to the Two of Pentacles. So it's like you're juggling things around a bit. Excuse me, juggling things around in your head, trying to work out, you know, which is the best way to go. And then right next to that, you've got the Nine of Swords, which is like it's not like it's directly in your head. It's kind of coming to an end, but it's still around. The thoughts are still around nonetheless. So let's see if we can clarify the Nine of Swords some more. Clarify the Nine of Swords, please, Spirit. What's the Nine of Swords doing here? Why is the Nine of Swords here for Scorpio today? Nine of Swords. Oops, way too many cards trying to come out again. I think they're trying to tell us all sorts of things here. Excuse me. Okay, so the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Two of Cups. So it looks like we've got the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups all together. So it looks like it's between something about two people, like a relationship coming together, and there's something going on in your mind about it. Yeah, the Two of Cups is clarified here for the Nine of Swords. So something's going on in your mind regarding a love interest. Next, you've got the High Priestess. Let's see what's happening here. Let's clarify the High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here for Scorpio today? What's the High Priestess doing here today, please, Spirit? Why is the High Priestess here? Oops. Oh, my Lord. I just have to drop them all on the floor. I just pick them up. And again, way too many cards falling out. Put these back in because too many fell out then and they all fell on the floor. So I'd say if they fell on the floor like that, they weren't for you. Okay, let's go again. Scorpio, collective of Scorpio. What is the High Priestess doing here? Okay, so you've got the Seven of Swords once again. I hate this guy. He is a real smarmy bloody git. He was in one of the last readings too. So the High Priestess is about using your intuition. And next to the Two of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So you've got a feeling here like something to do with love, that there's been some kind of sneakiness, there's been some kind of like someone trying to get in your head somewhere along this, and basically it's come out with the Justice card. So whatever's happened in this situation, there has been justice. So see if there's anything else around this High Priestess, Justice, Seven of Swords. Yep, the Fool. So the Fool's like a new beginning. So basically it's saying it's time to take a leap of faith. Whatever was happening back here with this energy of, you know, the swords, the Seven of Swords, you know, like the sneaky feeling like there was sneakiness going on. Justice has been brought to that situation. And so it's time to take a leap of faith now. So let's move forward now. We've got the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. We're taking a leap of faith towards the Queen of Cups by the look of it. Let's have a look and see what messages are coming out here for Scorpio here. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Right, so that's with the High Priest. So the High Priest is like, he's like a card which is like something to do with, you know, like marriage or engagement or something like that. Something that could be a matter that's in court or that type of thing. So he's like the High Priest. He's like the opposite of the High Priestess. So he's quite intuitive as well. And so he's raising his hand up in the air. Oops, we dropped one on the floor again. Excuse me. Yeah. He's back. Okay, sorry about that. Here we are again. They're flying out all over the place today, Scorpio. But they're not for you. Okay, let's go again. So we've got the Queen of Swords and we've got the King of Swords next to each other. Let's clarify those two cards together and see if they're connected. Perhaps they're connected as a couple here. Queen of Cups energy, King of Swords energy. It could be a couple coming into united. Right, so we actually have the Hanged Man again. So the Hanged Man we had in the Light Seers Tarot just before, which is looking at things from a different perspective, taking the time out, you know, just to see things from another perspective, see things from another angle. Not always everything is like black and white. You know, there's always different ways to look at different situations. So that Hanged Man was clarifying over there, Queen of Cups and King of Swords. Let's see what else here. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Swords. So this one's going back to with the Four of Cups. So basically it looks like you've been waiting for some kind of a love interest to come in and feeling like it's just not going to happen. You know, you've got these three empty cups here, but you've got a woman here offering you a full up cup and you're just not seeing it really because, you know, maybe you're still too set into the Ten of Swords energy where, you know, maybe there was like a betrayal or some kind of a bad ending. But that's in the past now. Maybe you've got a concern about that over here with the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. Let's have a look and see what else comes out there and see if we can make some sense of this. You've also got the Five of Pentacles. So there's a feeling like you feel like you're going to have there's some kind of a conflict going on. Like you feel like you're going to lose something or something's like, look at that. So we now have another Queen and King coming out. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups together. So basically, I feel like this is saying that where you've been bored, wanting something to come in, and you're looking at a different perspective. You've been conflicted and worrying about something, but you've got two King and Queen energies here in two different decks. So to me, it looks like, and especially with the High Priest, it looks like there is a relationship here, which you're trying to see things from a different perspective on. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what else is going on here. Why is the Five of Pentacles? What's the Five of Pentacles doing here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Five of Pentacles. What's the Five of Pentacles doing here? Okay, so you have the Empress. So again, it's not gender specific. So you do have quite a few kings and queens out here. And so basically when you have the embodiment of the queens and the kings, it's like you're then embracing the Empress energy, which is like the Empress is all four of the queens put together. Here's my naughty cat again. Down you get, Luna. When you have the Empress, she's embracing all of the queens. So she's showing that she's got emotional intelligence, loving and nurturing. She's got financial security. She's got her mind and intellect all pretty much sorted out. Emotionally intelligent, and we have the Queen of Wands as well. We've got all of the queens out, and the Queen of Wands, she's very creative, so very passionate as well. So all of the queens are out, and the Empress. So this could be your energy, or it could be the energy of someone moving in towards you. But yes, there's a lot of queens and kings here, so I'd say there's definitely a relationship happening here, and you're trying to see something from a different perspective. But the Fool is here reminding you to take a leap of faith. So let's have a look. What else is coming out here for Scorpio today? Okay, so another Queen. We've got the Queen of Cups again. So the Queen of Cups is out saying, there's a nurturing energy here, be it male or female. There is a Queen of Cups coming towards you. There's two Queens of Cups here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and we've got the Queen of Swords. We've got all of the Queens out, and we've got the Empress. Then we've got the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a passionate beginning, a passionate offer coming in towards you. Yeah, the Knights are always like bringing in something passionate when it's a Wand. And then you have Temperance. So it's something that you've been being patient for, waiting patiently for this to come in for you. Oh, and you've got the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups, that's like the beginning of like a celebration. It's a manifestation. You've been manifesting this love into your life. What else have we got here? And then you've got the Ace of Cups, which is a fresh new beginning in love. See, it's overflowing. So there's an abundance of love coming in here, and it's a fresh new start. Let's see if there's anything else that's come out here for Scorpio. So basically, the overall energy here is that if there was anything in your past here that you were feeling conflicted with, that's something that's already been brought to justice now. The Justice card came out, and as did the High Priest. So that's really, putting closure on that old situation and bringing in a new one, a leap of faith here. And with that leap of faith, we have brought out several queens and kings and the Empress here. So let's have a look and see if there's anything else that wants to come out here. We have the Sun for the second time. So the Sun we had also further on. The Sun is like a really happy card in the deck. It's saying that there's happiness coming towards you. There's nothing negative here. It's all very happy. Anything, taking a leap of faith into something new. That's what we got here. Oh, and we've got the Lovers. So definitely something to do with a new love interest. Again, there's a fresh start with the Ace of Cups, the Three of Cups, where you've been manifesting. There's the Sun, there's the Lovers. You've been looking at things from a different perspective, but you have been asked here to take that leap of faith. And here we have the Five of Swords. So again, it's showing that you've got some kind of a conflict going on around in your mind regarding this situation. What else have we got here? Five of Pentacles, feeling like you don't want to be left out in the cold. Yeah, that's 2 5s pretty quick together here. So it's looking like you've got some kind of inner conflict going on where you feel like you're going to be left out in the cold. You know, like you've got the 4 of Pentacles as well, like you're holding on to something here. But really, with all of the positive cards you've got here showing up, like you've got nothing bad showing up here. You've got everything showing up that there's a nice beginning going on here. So if you've taken the time with the Hanged Man to look at different perspectives, perhaps you can like spend a bit of time. Let's have a look what these oracle cards said before. Remember, we had the self-love and the self-loathing. So whatever was going on in your vibe here, you need to remember, bring it back to the self. You had the gratitude, you had the self, and you had the beginning, which is a fresh new beginning. So nurturing some self-love. Yeah, start feeling the love. There's a fresh new beginning on the way. Spirit's asking you to take that leap of faith because it's showing up here that there really is something beautiful and fresh coming in here. Emotionally intelligent, whether it be male or female, take it as it resonates. There is no gender in the tarot, as I said. So there is definitely a relationship here. Excuse me. See, is there anything else here? And then you've got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups bringing in a fresh new love offer. See? And the Ace of Swords. That's like getting a new mindset, getting a new thought pattern here. Yeah, changing that old thought process when you were feeling like there was going to be conflict, or you're feeling like you're going to be left out in the cold. Change that. Take that leap of faith with the Fool. Get a nice, fresh new mindset. Spend some time working on yourself. Do that gratitude. Do some nice self-talk. Yeah, there's a lot of coming in with the Knight of Cups. Let's have a look. Is there anything else that Scorpio needs to know today? So we have the Hermit and we have the Eight of Cups. So basically saying, you've taken some time in the Hermit energy, you've taken some time to like sit back and have a look around, see what's happening. And, the Eight of Cups is a bit of a card of looking back into the past. You've got the cups behind you here and you've got this girl who's looking out into the night sky wondering. So it's basically like leaving the past behind you. Yeah. You've taken that time, leave the past behind you and move in for that fresh new beginning with the Fool. Take a leap of faith. You never know what could be waiting around the corner for you, but it's definitely something beautiful. Definitely. You had the Sun card twice. You can't get better than that. Double Sun energy. Okay, well, I hope that's brought you some clarity today, Scorpio, and I'll see you next time.